As we move closer to graduation, I cannot help but think of all the things that I have done that have led up to this point. These thoughts encompass our core question of who am I and who have I become? It is amazing to think back to all that we have achieved and how much work, perseverance, dedication, and commitment it took. In high school, all I wanted to do was go to college. Part of that was to escape my life at home, and part of that was because I knew I wanted to become a teacher. I believed and still do believe that teaching is my calling and that this is a way that I can leave an imprint on the world and make a difference in the lives of others. Thinking back, high school seems so long ago, and it's funny how some of the things that were so important in my life have such little significance now and how it hasn't really impacted my future. I worked so hard to believe that if I got good grades, was highly involved, and showed myself as a well-rounded person, I would be able to get accepted into a good college and earn scholarships to help me become successful. I knew that my parents would not and could not financially support me as a college student, so I had to find ways to do it myself. I worked hard during the school year, volunteering, getting good grades, being part of the community, and did athletics year-round. During the summers, I worked as a lifeguard, usually 40 to 8 hours a week. I was always busy, but I also enjoyed being busy, believing that this is something that I could do to become successful. Halfway through my senior year, and before turning 18, I became independent from my parents. At that moment, I was so worried about so many things. Not many people knew about my circumstances at the time, and many of my closest friends did not learn about it until a few years later. I was embarrassed and ashamed and did not want this event to impact the other things in my life, especially holding me back from success. Even though it did, and it changed who I am today. This was a major rock to my ship and the plans I had. I was afraid that I would not be able to support myself through my goal of going to college. And little did I know that this rock in my ship would be the moment that changed my whole life and helped me guide me to the person I am today. I learned how to stand up for myself and become independent. I learned how to seek out and get help even though it wasn't easy and still isn't. I learned how to support myself and to continue to find ways to succeed. Without becoming independent, I am not sure if I would be where I am today, so close to graduating college and pursuing my goal of becoming an educator. Along my journey through college, I have come to realize many things about my life and about the lives of others. Some of these realizations have been formed by my past experiences, by other experiences, and by my education here at Edgewood College. Along my path, one of the first things I learned is that you cannot compare your traumas or experiences to anyone else. Everyone has a different set of shoes that they walk in and a different background, even though it might not be outwardly portrayed. This is something I will always keep in mind within my future classroom, as I cannot assume where my students have been or what they have gone through. However, I can be there to support them and provide a safe space, open mind, and acceptance throughout my classroom. I have learned that the world is not white and black. There is a large scale of gray and differences. We need to look at our teachings and our students with many perspectives and halt our assumptions of why some things may be the way it is. Through this, we can provide the best learning environment for all of our students. I have also come to know that there are many ways to be successful, and society should not be the judge of that. Rather, it is an internal achievement of success within yourself. As graduation comes, I am proud of myself for making it this far and accomplishing so much. I am proud of the person I become, and I realize that there are many ways to be successful besides just graduating college. However, that does not limit my success, nor does it limit the success of someone who took a different path than I did. We just have different perceptions and goals. I believe that this reflection of my past is essential to answering the core question of who have I become. I believe that all the things happen for a reason. I've become more compassionate and gained realizations that there is so much more behind the physical appearance of somebody. Aside from this, I have grown at Edgewood College and have been prepared to do my role in making a more just and compassionate world. I believe that through teaching, I can make a difference in the lives of students and families by celebrating who they are as individuals and being compassionate for who they are as well and what they go through. I hope I can continue to grow and reflect on my learning and be the best that I can be and continue to strive for success alongside my students.